before he gets to that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
That's good. For a Bears first down.
First down. Here's Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs, but they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of the playoff run. For those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
First down, Williams to throw. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and 3 now. Working from the gun, Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out third and 12. Here he goes, third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working. Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, that's a great start and a tough thing to do.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing him out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Okay, we turn the page here to playoff football and wild card weekend and sudden death nature of it. That old adage, going to score and running to win, time and again comes to life. This QB, he threw all season long, put him in this position. But they're going to have some balance today to get the job done.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short.
Leads to third down and 1.
QB sneak coming. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Back to the line they come, second down. Williams from the gun. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
A gain of 22 yards.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Williams on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Third down, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Got to keep this one and go. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. They give up the gut to Walker. Free inside the 30. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
7, Bears 3.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Bayless Jones now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Ball start. Awesome.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 13.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Now officials whistling for a stoppage here, Brock. It's going to be an injury, and it appears the medical staff headed for Luther Burden. First and 10 now from the 46. Going to run again with Swift. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They are on the counter with Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And he'll score a touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a second quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
It's Walker on the option. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
We'll go with a design keeper. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
10 more yards.
Here's a design run. Still has some space inside the 35. And he gains 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
17 more yards. That's
They send the tight end in motion.
First down.
Walker on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. There he is on third and short. Throw is caught. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 14. Bears 10.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On the return, here's Jones. And he spins right by him. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some.
Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He'll work against the blitz. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and long for him here. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So that's going to be the 2-minute warning of our first half. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Complete right side to Washington. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. This is Walker on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The playoffs are officially underway here on this wild card Saturday night. One game to get to from earlier. Let's check it out. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. And it's the NFL's all-pro quarterback 2 years running, Lamar Jackson. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Ravens take care of business. The number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The second half of our wild card game gets underway. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see a crow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. All set now. 1st and 10.
12 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Now Darnold off the play action. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
And I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline, and it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. This is complete to Duvernay. He's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the shotgun again to Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On play action, Williams. Completed over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. 30. TJ Moore. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. TJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears make it 17 all.
17.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. We dodge the tackle. Delivers another move. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner. So some added importance on this series. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Inside give to Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31. He tries to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Williams on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's Walker on the give. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now 2nd and 6.
2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Running with Swift out of the gun. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Third down. Seahawks with 6 defensive backs out there. Throw here. Third down. That one's nabbed by Komet. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Bears, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Complete right side. Burton has it. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
Back play straight ahead. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
He connects with Burton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's another Bears first down.
From the red zone on first. He set up the screen here to Swift. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Bears first down. First and goal, Chicago.
He's got more once again. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take the lead as time runs out here in the third. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Completed to his running back. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
Third down.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop it at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
First and 10 from the 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake. Darnold. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
It's a 10-yard.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jake on the right side. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Drops it underneath. Swift. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That's brought in by Burton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down. It's a gain of 6.
Williams to throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. Now Swift, and he fumbled it. And that should be Seahawks football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that 1st tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that 1st tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that 2nd hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now they send their back in motion right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go with Walker here. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
The Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Staying with Walker. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
A throw right side, finds Cup. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. He takes off with it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Running left. Here's Walker. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Looking to throw. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. He'll look to throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
16 yards. And the Bears first down.
Setting up to pass. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Bears.
Here he is to throw.
6-yard line.
Dumped off to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold. There's a screen now for Walker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
4 yards. That's another Seahawks.
And again, it's Darnold.
First down.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown.
Seahawks.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Bears 24.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Seattle.
On the return, here's Jones. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
A gain of 21.
One play action. Williams
And the Bears
finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Bears first down.
First down, Williams to throw. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
A gain of 43 yards.
Again, it's Williams. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed.
Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead. let's be frank, Brock. You don't be frank, I'm going to be frank. You be Brock. Sure time may not be out just yet. I'll be here with your mom jokes all day. Time's not out yet, but they sure risked the entire game on that call with not too much time to go.
Who likes playing it safe? Nobody likes playing it safe in this day and age. And you know what else it does? It empowers this defense. Like, now go out and win this game. Offense did their part. They were bold. They took that risk. Now defense, go find a way to finish it.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Got a gun. Here's Darnold. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
Offense to the line for first down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the gun, Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Unsuccessful on the 2-point try. Not that they were really worried about that particular play. All they really care about, Brock, is what happens on this upcoming kickoff.
Yeah, most importantly, you took that last-second lead when you needed it the most. Now, you just got to prevent any type of shenanigans, and you'll walk out of here with a coveted win.
Trying to push deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign. You can view the player's overall interest in your team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Nifty move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Young again on the keeper. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, they got him again. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. On the return, Hardy. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Out of the gun, it's Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 5.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 29-yard line.
Young will set to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Young. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a 3rd and 6.
3rd down. 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Derek Brown on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to throw now. Young. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Third down and 13.
Throwing. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively.
At the Bears,
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Young to throw it.
This is caught by McMillan.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Young. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Grady Jarrett
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the
to the right side and intercepted.
Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard from 13 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Mononga. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Mononga. And he stopped immediately there. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The tight end in motion right. Young now after the fumble recovery. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now here's Young. Pass complete to Royals. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Young now from the 50. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a toss for Swift left side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Young now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And the Bears, 1st down. A gain of 30. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Shifts by him and out of bounds right around the 20.
10 more yards. That's another Bears.
They'll run here with Monangai.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Another Bears first down. First and goal at the
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Panthers 7.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Grady Jarrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run Monangai. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. On the ground, it's Monangai. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. Working to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
For the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Young and the Panthers down by 9. 1:14 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Young.
At the 40-yard line.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Here's Young. That's to the right side, hauled in by Royals. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Young. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Young to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL